Hey everybody, Phantom Shadow here. Welcome back to more Root Film. Last time we interrogated the doctor, Hatoya, and he told us that the prescription he gave out to Seiya was the sleeping medication found in Miss Kuranushi's autopsy. So, yeah. Onwards to Yoshinoya. Back in Yoshinoya, they checked the footage in the van. Where is this UFO? Hang on, just a second. There, see? Right there. You're right, there really is one. On screen is footage from when the Heron's dance was dedicated at Yasaka Shrine, shot by Kanade. A black spot clearly cuts through the sky, from the left of the frame swaying up and down. Can't see it anything but. You were right, Ayane. I know, right? There's no way it's a bird or a bug. Can you zoom in? Tried, but it's too far away. Just becomes a blurry blob of dots. I see. Well, that's fine. More importantly, Kanade. I want to know where this thing came from and where it went. Know where the camera was pointed? Megari catches onto what Yagumo's getting at and brings up a map of Sawano. Kanade and Megari talk things out before coming to an agreement and drawing a red line on the map. It's a bit hard to tell how far away the UFO was, but as far as direction goes, it's gotta be this. Whoa. Upon seeing the red line on the map, both Yagumo and Hatoya gasp. The line clearly connects the area by Kuramochi's to Taikodani Inari Shrine. Flew from Kuramochi Mansion towards Taikodani Inari. What does that mean? A UFO-like object flew from Kuramochi's mansion to Taikodani Inari Shrine. Guess we'll have to find out ourselves. Let's split up for now, but let's reconvene in my room at midnight, okay? Midnight? Okay, what for? Yagumo grins at the girls in confusion. We're going on a UFO and will-o-wisp hunt. Yagumo Part 2, The Solution. The next morning, Studio Yagumo gathers at the inn lobby after they've finished preparing. We're finally gonna corner the culprit, huh? Yeah, we'll reveal the whole truth and cinch up our Sawano location scouting. Megari, Kanade, you guys ready? Sure am. Okay, let's go. After everyone nods, they march off towards Kuramochi's mansion. In the garden, they meet up with concerned parties, as they've already contacted ahead of time. Kenzaburo Kuramochi and Wakako Shiba, slightly disgruntled Sakiko Ito and Tokima, standing a slight distance away. An almost comically pouty detective duo, Misawa and Keishino. All eyes fall on Studio Yagumo as they enter, and Misawa immediately gets down to business. Hey, we came just like you asked, but what the hell is this? You gathered everyone connected to the case. What are you scheming? Sorry to call you here so early, folks. You see, we solved all this case's mysteries, so I'd like you all to hear our solution. What? You want to pull off a culprit reveal scene straight from a detective show or something? I've seen that stuff in TV dramas and manga, but this is the first time seeing it in real life. Can't believe I get to witness one in person. Don't admire them. It could be a total disaster if replicated in real life. I'm totally serious here, so stick with me until the end, okay? You can't just say that and expect me to. They must have sensed something in Yagumo's serious expression. Realizing the detectives are willing to listen, Yagumo once again starts to talk. As you all know, We're a film studio that came to this area for location scouting. We've reviewed all of the footage we filmed here and all the information we gained. As a result, we've come to the conclusion that Miss Kuramochi and Seiya Ito's deaths were not the result of a lover's suicide. In other words, it was murder. The sudden truth bomb has everyone stirring. They all exchange glances. Without waiting for the commotion to subside, Yagumo calmly continues. Seiya Ito secretly talked with Miss Kuramochi via letters placed in toy capsules and sent floating into Kuramochi's pond through the aqueduct. Several capsules with air holes filled were retrieved from the trash. In other words, behind Kuramochi's back, his wife and Ito were seeing each other, though I'm unsure how deep their relationship was. Huh? And their secret talks were going by swimmingly, that is, until someone caught on and abused their secret method in order to quickly drive them to their deaths. At a certain point, this someone intercepted the capsules and manipulated the recipients by switching out the letters. Gradually, this someone drove them up the wall and got them to agree to a lover's suicide. Hold it. What's up? That just sounds like a baseless speculation. Well, I don't have definitive proof, but this speculation does have a basis. Oh, and that is? The capsules retrieved from your wife's room only had her fingerprints on them. Isn't that right, Detective? Seemingly frustrated at the reminder that Keishino leaked the information, Misawa nods. There you have it. Why would capsules sent by Seiya Ito not have his fingerprints on them? There is no reason he had to go through the trouble of wiping off his own fingerprints. In other words, someone else made sure to leave no fingerprints in order to hide their identity. Speaking of their identity, in order to intercept the capsule from the pond before Miss Kuramochi, they had to be someone on mansion premises. In other words, Yagumo pauses and turns his gaze towards Kuramochi and Shiba. When Shiba notices Yagumo's gaze, she frantically shakes her head. Yeah, I know it's not you, Shiba. You don't come here early in the morning, which means... Yagumo stops talking at once, and at that moment, all eyes in the garden fall on Kuramochi. What? Why are you looking at me? The whole capsule thing is just a theory he came up with. Actually, Kuramochi, we've got proof that you drove one of the victims, Seiya Ito, towards his death, though it's unrelated to the capsules. You what? The proof is... when Hoshiai's Dedicate to Yasaka was written on the scrap of paper, Miss Kuramochi is banned from smartphone use. Kuramochi talked to Seiya Ito on the day of the festival. I think that one. The video. Here, take a look. Without signal, Magari opens up her laptop and plays back the file. In the video, Kuramochi and Ito are seen talking at the Yoshinaga rice store during the dance. This video was taken the day of the Heron Dance, July 20th at 4:50 p.m., just before Seiya Ito's death. What? Seriously? Kuramochi, you told him something, didn't you? Or should I say you interrogated him? Any comment? Well... his coughing. Right, his coughing. You remember, don't you? He was interrupting the solemnness of the dance with his coughing, so I... Yeah, you warned him. Exactly. You saw how he was bothering the tourists, didn't you? Sounds like a reasonable argument at first, but there's one small oddity that ruins it. What's that? The fact is that Sakiko and Seiya are similar looking. Kuramochi had a car accessory when he talked to... Yep. Look what's in your hand during this scene. What might that be? Caught off guard, Kuramochi falls silent and goes stiff. Yagumo gives him a sidelong glance as he talks to the detectives. Detectives, does this thing Kuramochi's holding look familiar to you at all? It's the necklace Miss Kuramochi was wearing. The pendant looks exactly the same. Yes, it's exactly like the item we confiscated, but why is it there? Right. If he was just warning him about coughing, why would he need to show him that? More importantly, why did he have the accessory that his wife supposedly wore when she died? It just happens to be the same type. I checked with the guy who sold the necklace. One of a kind, no others like it. That is, unless you tried to reproduce it. Reproduce? Easier said than done. No, I'm pretty sure it's not that hard, right, Hitoa? Hitoa? Right, my friend makes accessories as a hobby. And nowadays, there's a material called UV resin that quickly hardens under ultraviolet light. For a relatively smooth object like this, you can go from mold making to finished product in less than an hour. How am I supposed to know that? You really expect me to know? Come on, Kuramochi, don't play dumb. You have a resin allergy. As Kuramochi struggles in vain, Yagumo gets in his face and grabs the man's hand. Then how do you explain, this rash on your fingertips? Got him. This rash is a resin allergy. In other words, it's from when you use the UV resin to reproduce your wife's necklace. Truth revealed. Kuramochi hangs his head. Yagumo, let's go off his hand and turn towards... Yagumo lets go of his hand and turns towards the detectives. I heard that Sei Ito was the worrying type. Kuramochi's plan was probably to give him fake letters from his wife, draw him to Yasaka Shrine during the Heron dance, and drive him to suicide. But right before that, Sei Ito had wandered out of his house to see the dance, unsure of his decision to die. So Kuramochi showed him his wife's accessory, which he prepared earlier to drive him to his death. My wife just died, leaving a letter saying that she was committing a lover's suicide with you. How dare you show your face here alive? Kuramochi probably said something like that. Driving him over the edge, Seiya went back home and hung himself. I see, so that's why his time of death was later than the schedule in the letter. 3 p.m., when the Heron dance was dedicated at Yasaka Shrine. Exactly. So even if he's guilty, it's only for aiding and abetting a suicide. Kuramochi looks up when he hears Misawa's words. Right, exactly. Huh? Let me guess, who cares? My crime is only aiding and abetting a suicide, not a major crime. Yes, exactly, that's it. As Kuramochi laughs madly, Yagumo shakes his head. Sorry to burst your bubble, Kuramochi, but you're not getting off that easily. What? We're just talking about Sei Ito's death here. We haven't even touched your wife's death yet. Her death wasn't a suicide, but murder. That's what you suspect, right, detectives? Murder. If it was a lover's suicide, then it wouldn't have been a suicide for her too? You two have noticed the discrepancy too, right? If it was a suicide by chlorine gas, why would she also take sleeping medication? Well, of course, just like Seiya, Miss Kuramochi also got the fake letter calling for a lover's pact. But somehow, she wasn't quite convinced, which is why Kuramochi had to resort to murder. Isn't that right? Murder? I don't know what you're talking about. Besides, I was with you the whole day, remember? It's entirely possible. If you had an accomplice, isn't that right? Say, Sakiko? All eyes fall on Sakiko Ito. But he doesn't show any reaction in particular. He remains silent with his arms crossed. Oh, another one. Sakio, you're the one who killed her, aren't you? I don't understand. I was with Tokima at Taikodani Inari Shrine all day until evening. How could I have done it? Yeah, that's right. He was with me all day. I can vouch for his alibi. I see. There's no reason for you to lie, Tokima. I can trust you there. Funny you should mention Taikodani Inari Shrine. That great Inari works miracles and punishes evil, which is why he showed us a miraculous sign. What? Hey, you better stop screwing around before I get pissed off. I'm not screwing around. The miraculous sign was... A will-o-wisp appeared. UFO-like object. It could be either of these. But I'm gonna say this. A will-o-wisp. Got it. Huh? It's been the talk of the town. The night Miss Kuramochi died, a will-o-wisp floated in Taiko Dani Inari Shrine, Tori Corridor. Hold on, Yagumo. This isn't the time to joke. A will-o-wisp? No, it's no joke. Look. Ito suddenly went pale at the mere mention of it. Huh? Tokima turns toward the flustered Ito. Just as Yagumo said, the smug Ito had suddenly gone pale, with sweat oozing from his forehead. Ito? Hey, funny story about that will-o-wisp. They showed up last night in the same place, not just one of them, but 2 or 3 of them. You look real surprised now. You must be a real occult fanatic, huh? You bastard. Okay, time for another occult story. UFO-like object? UFO. Huh, got it. Huh? Hey, come on now, what kind of nonsense is this? Sorry, but I'm serious. Right around the time Miss Kuramochi died, we caught a UFO clearly on film. And it was flying from Kuramochi's mansion towards Taiko Dani Inari Shrine. What? You mean it wasn't a UFO, but... Exactly, it wasn't a UFO, but a drone. Ito, you've been using a drone to shoot material this whole time, haven't you? Tokima showed us your articles. Your photos are taken from angles that should be impossible from the ground. So what? You're saying it's wrong to use drones? I'm not saying you were wrong to use drones. I'm saying you use drones for wrongdoing. You can get a clear view of Kuramochi's mansion all the way from Taiko Dani Inari Shrine, where you murdered Miss Kuramochi with a drone. Kuramochi put his wife to sleep with the meds, filled the metal basin with bleach, and then set the acidic detergent bottle upright inside it. He tied the bottle to something like a piano wire and fastened it to the other end of a drone outside. With the correct timing, you can control the drone to pull the piano wire, knocking over the bottle and creating chlorine gas. In Miss Kuramochi's room, there was a single skylight window cracked open. That's where the piano string fed through. It was probably Kuramochi who set it up. There was a blind spot in the Tori corridor outside the pillars where tourists can't see you. You hid there a few minutes to fly the drone, tricking Tokima to think it was a bathroom break. Nonsense. What proof do you have of that? I flew a drone. I said the will-o-wisp was a sign, remember? It's a sign that will reveal our culprit. What? The wind was so strong that day you lost control of the drone. When you lost control of it, the wind blew it up on top of a torii. Where onlookers, you gave up daytime retrieval and came alone at night. In other words, the will-o-wisp seen on the night of the incident was your phone light as you climbed up the torii to look for the drone. You have no proof it was mine. Remember what I said? More will-o-wisp appeared last night too. Those were our lights as we investigated the Tori corridor late at night. In other words, Yagumo takes some sort of machine part out of the plastic bag in his pocket. Look what we found here, a piece of the drone that broke off upon landing. Bet you missed it since you looked late at night. Could have your fingerprints all over it. Damn it. Got him. Sakiko howls as he grabs at Yagumo. Before he can lay a hand on him, he's quickly detained. Damn it all. Let me go, damn it. Sakiko struggles as he realizes he can't shake off the detectives and falls to his knees. Yagumo slowly walks up to him and speaks up. Sakio, you and Kuramochi conspired in this case. An odd sort of exchange murder, should we say. Kuramochi has an understandable motive, but what drove you to help kill your own brother? Because we're twins. Because you're twins? Yeah, because we're twins. You know about twin telepathy, right? Twins can feel each other's senses from far away. Sounds pretty occult, but it's real. He was always a gloomy bastard, so each time he'd get depressed, so would I. Whenever I had an asthma attack, I'd nearly suffocate too. Happened ever since we were kids. So depressing, made me want to kill him. I see. Let me ask you one more question. Seiya and Miss Kuramochi were supposed to die at 3, but Seiya ended up dying later than planned. How do you make sure Miss Kuramochi's death would still coincide with Seiya's? Oh, that, huh? What did I just say? Twin telepathy. As soon as he died, I knew. Finally, he was dead. I flew the drone as soon as I felt that. It wasn't until he died that I finally felt alive. Pure ecstasy. Ecstasy? Get a load of this guy. On your feet. Ito laughs maniacally as Kuramochi stares blankly. Kishino and some backup officers take them away. As Studio Yagumo silently watches, Misawa speaks, leaving his subordinates to do the dirty work. Hey. Misawa. We'll let the police handle the rest. Thanks, but something's still bothering me. Is there something we missed? No, in fact, it's something you should have missed. How do you have all those images you used as evidence when we confiscated your films? Crap. Let's have a long chat at the station, shall we? Let's run, Hatoa. Guys? Okay. See you later. Later. Hold it right there. Studio Yagumo ignores Misawa and runs. Hey, I'll let you off the hook this time, but never again. As Misawa shouts from behind, Studio Yagumo continues to run. Yagumo Part 2 Epilogue. So, with that out of the way. Hello, Tagosaku. Yay, Yahoo. As Yagumo's signal, they share a toast. Studio Yagumo is now at Tagosaku, a famous izakaya in Masuda, Shimane, to celebrate the end of their Sawano location scouting. This time, homemade tofu's amazing. The squid sashimi is amazing too. It's so clear, it's a feast for the eyes too. So, let's soothe our pain with a delicious food and drink. Seriously, this location scouting was rough. I was shocked at what happened, but I'm glad I tagged along. It's good practice for a role in a mystery film. Glad you say so. Feel kinda bad dragging you into something weird like that. No, don't mind me, please. It's just kinda sad that Kuramochi's motive turned out to be money. Oh. Yagumo frowns at Hatoa's statement. According to this morning's paper, Kuramochi had used up his father's inheritance and tried murdering his wife for insurance money. Yeah, would have been a bit more humanizing if it was out revenge for his wife's cheating. Yeah, it would. A slightly solemn mood fills the room. Megari then speaks up loudly, as if to lighten things up. Oh, that reminds me. There's something I want to ask you, Director. What's that? Well, there are 3 candidates to choose from for your leading actresses, right? So I was wondering what made you choose Hatoa. Huh? I want to know too. Why did you choose me, Director Max? Well, what can I say? I just felt something click. That's it. You just seem like a better choice compared to the other candidates, Hatoa. She turned out to be a fantastic choice, at least. I can understand not picking the veteran actress, since she may be too hard to direct, but what about the other candidate? Why didn't you choose her? Like I said, it just didn't click with me. But your reaction to her was weird. One look at the profile and you slammed the envelope shut. So you didn't even consider her? That's kinda sad. No, you see, did something happen between you and her? You two get in a fight or something? No, it's nothing like that. kinda making it sound like you only picked me by process of elimination, and that's kinda disappointing. Spit it out. So, what exactly was your problem with that actress? Well, how do I put it? She's my little sister. Knew it! Huh? Little sister? Yeah, Isagami probably didn't notice because of her stage name, but she's my little sister. So it'd be kind of awkward to film a TV drama together, huh? I know, right? That's why I didn't pick her. I didn't even know you had a sister, director. I should have gotten a better look at her profile. Kinda curious what she looks like. Maybe we can find her if we search for the actress named Yagumo. Oh, in that case, let's get to it. Stop. Like I said, she's got a stage name, so you won't find her searching for Yagumos. Boo. Then tell us your little sister's stage name. No, it's kinda embarrassing. What's the problem? Just tell us. I don't wanna. We're gonna find out later anyway, so why not? Don't wanna. Everyone gets excited over the topic of Yagumo's little sister. They enjoy the rest of their rowdy nights, surrounded by good drinks and good eats. Alright. That's Yagumo Case 2 done. This was a good case. I like that they use their max mode mechanic more. Like, I also had a feeling somebody switched the notes or something about, like, the exact time of death, but I thought it was going to be the doctor. But, yeah. We'll be doing Rio Part 2 next time. So, thanks for watching and see you guys then. Bye.